Hi, my name is Brandon Townsend. I'm doing a speech on the opioid epidemic and how it's affecting our society. Each day, 130 people die a day due to overdose. This statistic was first brought together by Kimberly Boyles, who has done research on this topic and this problem for a long time. Most people have family members or friends who have suffered from drug abuse, alcohol abuse, and substance abuse. And this has impacted many people in our society directly and indirectly. Um, One of the main sources of this issue has been the hand to hand exchange with the pharmaceutical company to the doctors. I have several people in my family who have um, been on drugs, recovered from drugs, relapsed, and finally was delivered and sober and has remained their life. So I've had firsthand experience on how this affects the people who are using it and how this is more of a systemic issue than a personal issue. In the 1990s, Dr. Rumman said that um, many people who were being prescribed opioids at a abusing rate. Okay, not only was they prescribing them, they were just literally giving them out, and this happened, and this eventually began the rise of substance abuse. Most people were getting painkillers like Vicodins, oxycodone, hydrocodone, and many substances like this. And um, when when the healthcare system came into play, people wasn't able to afford them, and they took a lot of these drugs off the market, which had made people have to go out and find this from different sources, like kind of like illegally, right? Pharmaceutical companies like Purdue um, was marketing these substances very easily, and they were marketing them um, all throughout the healthcare system. The alternatives for these substances are heroin and fentanyl mainly. Heroin is a illegal street drug that is almost 100 times more potent than your average painkiller. And then you have fentanyl that is made more in a lab that is used to treat patients that have like surgeries, chronic pain, and these drugs became to be more accessible and more convenient to get because of the market and how they changed the opioids and how they got them off the market for pharmaceuticals. The main factors that come to play with this problem is that people begin to become criminalized, lack of employment, the economic system kind of crashed during this time. And many people found very much hardships, how families were torn apart. And children were missing, were going to like DCS and foster care. And the more importantly, people died as the result of abusing and overusing these drugs. The overuse of these drugs became where people would begin to drug traffic to get their drugs, prostitute to get their drugs, theft, and all types of criminal activities to continue to keep up this habit that they have obtained by going to see their doctor. As the rise of overdoses has spread throughout the U.S., the main thing that people have really tried to focus on, and what we can do still as today, has the policies and the regulations that's been set in foot for the pharmaceutical companies that make these drugs, and as well as the nurse practitioners and doctors that prescribe these drugs. They have made it harder to get. So we're not gaining new patients and just increasing the cycle. The best effort to treat this systemic problem has been the help of programs like the AA program, which is Alcoholics Anonymous, the NA program, which is Narcotics Anonymous, and other programs such as rehabilitation centers. A lot of these rehabilitation centers were being placed throughout the U.S. Anderson has rehabilitation centers as well. One of them is called Mockingbird Hill. Another one is called Bridge. Bridge something, sorry, forgive me. And then another one is called the Anderson Aspire. And these programs help people not only with trying to get clean from drugs, but with their mental health issues that came from this trauma. I think that it's very important that we continue to pour out our resources to help individuals who are affected by this systematic. The opioid epidemic is a devastating public crisis, public health crisis. It is very real. It is a very essential that we group together to support people who have been affected from this. If we work together, we can resolve these issues for a better future for all.